Hello students, in the last lecture we have seen how to solve LPP graphically. Now in this lecture we are going to see some special cases of LPP. We know that a linear programming problem may have no solution, unique solution or infinitely many solutions. Among these we have studied the examples in which we get unique solution. Today we are going to see some special cases, that is when the LPP has no solution or infinitely many solution, unbounded solution, etc. So see the first case. Infinite number of solution, or we may say alternative or multiple optimal solutions. When we get infinite number of solutions, when we say that a LPP has infinite number of solution, means that the objective function takes same value at more than one point of feasible region. This case happens only when the slope of objective function and the constraint, which is boundary of the feasible region, both are same. The slope of objective function and slope of constraint, which forms the boundary of feasible region, both have same slope. That is, that objective function is parallel to the constraint forming boundary of feasible region, or we say that it is multiple of each other. Objective function and constraints are multiple of each other. To get the idea clear, consider one example. Solve the LPP graphically. Maxima is z is equal to 2x plus 4y subject to x plus 2y less equal to 5, x plus y less than or equal to 4 and x, y greater than or equal to 0. To solve this LPP graphically, what is our first step? We write down the constraints as equalities. So consider the first constraint as equalities. We are writing the constraints as equalities. So consider the first constraint, that is x plus 2y equal to 5. Get the points. When x is 0, 2y is 5, so y is 5 by 2. The first point comes to be 0, 5 by 2. When y is 0, x is 5, so the second point comes to be 5, 0. The next one is x plus y equal to 4. When x is 0, y is 4 and C point is 0, 4, and when y is 0, x is 4, so D point is 4, 0. And the next two are our regular equations of x and y axis, that is x equal to 0 and y is equal to 0, which are related to our non-negativity constraint. So they gives us region, feasible region in first quadrant. Now plot the graph. The maximum value of x is 5 and that of y is 4. So we have to take the scale accordingly. first point is A point, 0, 5 by 2. That is 0, 2.5. This is A point and B point is 5, 0. So this is first line AB, which is the feasible region. To get the feasible region or valid region, substitute origin in this inequality. If you put xy to be 0, 0, we get 0. 0 is less than 5, means origin satisfies this inequality. So we want origin side region. So we require this region shown by arrows. The next one points, C is equal to 0, 4. That is C point. D point is 4, 0. Draw the line CD. Which region we require? If you put origin, 0 is less than 4. The inequality is satisfied. So we require origin side region. Third constraint, that is x greater than or equal to 0, gives the region in this area, and y greater than or equal to 0 gives the region in this area. Now we consider the feasible region, that is region which is bounded by all these constraints. So see this region shown by dark lines. I will shade that region. So this is feasible region. Let us give the name to this intersection point as E. So what is feasible region? O, A, E, D. Feasible region is O, A, E, D. Now we know the coordinates of O, A and D. So only remains to find the coordinates of E. What is E? E is intersection point of lines AB and CD. So solve the equations simultaneously. Therefore we have x plus 2y equal to 5 as equation of AB and x plus y equal to 4 equation of CD. Solve the equations, we get y is equal to 1. Substitute y is equal to 1 in equation x plus y is equal to 4. So we get x is equal to 3. That is, we get E point as 3, 1. Once you obtain the point, always check on your graph whether it is correct. See the E point, it gives same coordinate as 3, 1. So now we get all the coordinates of points of which are corner points of the feasible region. We will find the value of objective function at these corner points. So there are 4 corner points, O, A, E, D. O is 0, 0, A point 0, 5 by 2, E point 3, 1 and D point 4, 0. These are the corner points of feasible region. So we only consider the corner points of feasible region. And now find the value of Z at this corner point. The objective function Z is 2x plus 4y. So find the value of Z at this point. Z at origin, that is 2 into 0 plus 4 into 0, 0. Z at A point, that is 2 into 0 plus 4 into 5 by 2 comes to be 10. Z at E point, 2 into 3 plus 4 into 1, 10. And Z at D point, 2 into 4 plus 4 into 0, 8. Observe that the maximum value of Z is 10 and it occurs at 2 points A and E. Means that the maximum value of Z occurs at more than 1 point, and therefore this answer of the LPP is maximum Z value is 10 and at the points A 0, 5 by 2 and B E 3, 1. Means that LPP has infinite number of solutions. It has at least two solutions, means it has infinite number of solutions, because LPP the objective function z has optimum value z 10 at every point of line segment AE. If you take any point on this line segment AE, all these points have same optimal value, that is Z, and therefore LPP has infinite number of solutions. Now, this infinite number of solutions can be obtained by formula for if the LPP has two solutions, say x1 and x2, then the other infinite number of solutions can be obtained by the formula x is equal to lambda x1 plus 1 minus lambda times x2, where 0 less than or equal to lambda less than or equal to 1. When you put lambda equal to 0, we will get x2 solution, and if you put lambda is equal to 1, we will get x1 solution. So 0 and 1 values of lambda gives us original solutions x1 and x2. If you want the more solution, we take any value between 0 to 1 of lambda. For example, see, our value of x1, that is first solution, is 0, 5 by 2 at a point, and our value of x2, that is second solution at e point, that is 3, 1. If I want more value, I will take lambda is equal to, suppose 1 by 2, a value between 0 and 1, and use the formula x is equal to lambda x1 plus 1 minus lambda times x2. So we will get lambda is equal to 1 by 2. Our x1 value is 0, 5 by 2, that is our first solution. 1 minus 1 by 2, x2 is second solution, 3, 1. So it becomes 0, 5 by 4 plus 1 by 2 into 3, 1. That is 0, 5 by 4 plus 3 by 2, 1 by 2. It is nothing but 0 plus 3 by 2 and 5 by 4 plus 1 by 2, which comes to be 3 by 2 and 7 by 4. So this is third solution, x. This is third solution. If you check the value of z at this solution x, see what we get. It is 2 into 3 by 2 plus 4 into 7 by 4. It again comes to be 3 plus 7, that is 10. So see, this is third solution. So once we get two solutions, we are able to find more than that. That is, every linear combination of these two will give us the next solution, and therefore there are infinite number of solutions to this LPP. The reason is that if you see the objective function and first constraint, which forms the boundary of this feasible region, the objective function is 2x plus 4y and the first constraint is x plus 2y. If you see the slopes are equal, or if you can say this objective function is twice of this constraint, means it is multiple of that, and therefore whenever the objective function is multiple of the constraint, and the main important condition, that constraint must form the boundary of the feasible region, we always get infinitely many solutions. So this is our first case. Getting infinitely many solutions to LPP means that the objective function takes same value at more than one point. The second case is unbounded solution of LPP. What is meant by unbounded solution? The values of variables can be increased or decreased indefinitely without violating any constraint. And if the values of variables can be increased or decreased, it means that the value of objective function can be increased in case of maximization and decreased in case of minimization indefinitely. We say that LPP has unbounded solution. To get the idea, consider an example. Solve the LPP graphically. Maximize Z is equal to x plus 2y subject to x1 minus x2 less than or equal to 10, 2x1 less than or is equal to 40, x1, x2, I will say to x2, x1, x2 greater than or equal to 0. Consider this example. To solve this LPP graphically, we will write down the constraints as equalities. See the first constraint as equalities. It is x1 minus x2 equal to 10. When x1 is 0, x2 is minus 10. The first point is 0 minus 10. When x2 is 0, x1 is 10, b point is 10, 0. The second constraint is 2x1 is equal to 40, that is x1 is equal to 20. It is lying parallel to y-axis, that is x2 axis here. And the third is x1 equal to 0 and x2 equal to 0. So plot the graph. As there is negative value of x2 also, x1 axis, x2 axis, we will consider the scale as 5, 10, 15, 20, etc. On x2 axis also same scale. See the first point. A point is 0 minus 10, that is A point, and B point is 10, 0. So draw the line AB. Which region is required? If you put 0, 0 in this inequality, 0 is less than 10. So origin satisfies the inequality. So we want the region which contains origin. So we require the region towards origin. So we require this region. Because we have non-negativity constraint x1, x2 greater than or equal to 0, we have feasible region in first quadrant only. So we have already this region is restricted to first quadrant. Now see the second, x1 equal to 20. So the line parallel to y-axis, that is x2 axis, and passing through 20. So this is the line x2 equal to 20. Which region is required? If you put 0, 0 is less than 20, 0 satisfies the inequality. So we want origin side. Which is the feasible region? I will show it by dark lines. So see this region. This is feasible region bounded by all constraints. So this is feasible region. Shade the region. Now see that this region is unbounded. You can increase value of x1 also as well as x2 also. So x2 value can be increased indefinitely, means that as you go above, the value of x2 increases and obviously value of Z increases indefinitely, that is we are not able to find what is maximum value of Z because the value of x2 go on increasing indefinitely as you go upwards. So x2 increases indefinitely means Z increases indefinitely. So we are not able to find the maximum. In such cases, this LPP has unbounded feasible region also and unbounded solution also. So the LPP has unbounded feasible region also and hence unbounded solution also. So this is second case. Unbounded solution means the value of the variables can be increased or decreased indefinitely and therefore we are not able to find the maximum or minimum value and hence in such cases we get unbounded solution. The third case is infeasible solution. We have seen the definition of infeasible solution. We say that the solution is not feasible means infeasible. In short, if all the constraints and non-negativity constraints are not satisfied simultaneously, we say that the LPP has infeasible solution. So, infeasible solution occurs because the model is not or the LPP is not modeled properly. In such cases, infeasible solution. That means that the constraints and non-negativity conditions or non-negativity constraints are not satisfied simultaneously. In that case, we get infeasible solution of LPP. To get the idea, consider example, solve the LPP graphically. Maximize Z is equal to 2x1 plus x2 subject to 2x1 plus x2 less than or equal to 2, 3x1 plus 4x2 greater than or equal to 12 and x1, x2 greater than or equal to 0. To solve the LPP graphically, as usually write down constraints as equalities. The first constraint is 2x1 plus x2 less equal to 12 as equality become equal to 2. We have points when x1 equal to 0, x2 is equal to 2, so A point is 0, 2. When x2 equal to 0, 2x1 is equal to 2, so x1 is equal to 1, B point is 0, 1. Second condition, which as equality gives 3x1 plus 4x2 equal to 12. We have the points as when x1 is 0, x2 is equal to 3, so C point is 0, 3. When x2 is equal to 0, 3x1 is equal to 12, so x1 is 4, D point is 4, 0. Plot the graph. As maximum value of x is 4 and that of y is 3, we take the scale accordingly. x1 axis, x2 axis, I will take the scale. The first point is 0, 2, A point, here it is 1, 0, sorry. The B point is 1, 0, we join the line AB. Which region is required? If you put here 0, 0, 0 is less than 2, that is origin satisfies this inequality, so we require origin side of the region. If you see second, 0, 3, this is point, C point is 0, 3 and D point is 4, 0. This is the line CD, and which region is required? If you put 0, 0 in this inequality, 0 is not greater than 12, the inequality is not satisfied by origin, means we want the region which do not contains origin, so region above the line. And because x1, x2 greater than or equal to 0, the feasible region is restricted in first quadrant. So can you imagine which is the feasible region in this case? Observe that this region is below and this is above. So there is no common region which is bounded by both the lines. Means that there is no common region to this LPP. There is no common region means there is no solution space or no feasible region exists. Because this line gives the region below, that is towards origin, and this line gives the region above origin, and therefore we don't have a common region, means that there is no feasible region, and if there is no feasible region, both the conditions are not satisfied simultaneously, and hence we say that the LPP has infeasible solution. Because there is no feasible region. So this is third important case in LPP with infeasible solution. So today we have seen three important cases. The first one is infinite number of solutions, that is multiple solutions. It occurs when the objective function has same value at more than one point of the feasible region. That is when the objective function is parallel to constraint which forms the boundary of the feasible region. The second case is unbounded solution. In that case, the value of objective function can be increased or decreased indefinitely according to maximum or minimum case respectively. And the third is infeasible solution, when the LPP has no feasible region, that is all the constraints and non-negativity conditions are not satisfied simultaneously, and this happens because the LPP is not modeled properly. So these are the three important cases in LPP. Enough for the day. We will study next cases in next lecture. Thank you.